All right, everybody.
Hi.
My name's Steve Soloff with InformTheVoteNJ. We're here at the Vineland Food Truck Festival, and we're at one of the star performers here today. What's your name again?
My name is Jess Taylor.
Yeah, she was just down the way singing at one of the tents. It sounded great. And how was your experience today?
Oh, it was lovely. I think this was a great festival. This is the first time I've ever been to like this type of thing. I think it's amazing. What about you?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, tons of vendors.
Yeah.
Great place for everybody to get together.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And you guys from Vineland?
We
Yep.
are.
Okay, cool. Me too. So then, again, my project's called Inform the Vote. And so what we try to do is raise awareness of local elections and stuff. And so what's your general experience and knowledge about what's going on with local elections right now?
So I'm a political science major.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, I did that in social studies in college. So I'm kind of like more on the national side.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Versus the local side. I know Mayor Finucci, nice guy. I can't say I know all of his politics.
Sure.
Okay, but like this event here, I mean, it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Sheena Santiago and the crew that put this together, they were just so easy to deal with.
Yeah.
And it's a great town. A lot of great people. So yeah, blessed to be here.
Yeah, cool. And so what I'm trying to do is collect all the information for the local races. We've got a Vineland School Board race coming up.
Okay.
You got 8 people running for 3 seats. We've got the County Commissioner race coming up. 4 people running for 2 seats. And so there's plenty to talk about. And what I hope to do is gather that information for people like you, and then maybe in a month or so advertise it. And then when you, I guess, do your voting homework, you can easily review the information, pick the person you like the best. And because for me, it took quite a while to start piecing all this together. It's like a little research project, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing the growth in the town. I see there's the golf course that's coming. I also saw the AI data center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm one of those guys that likes to see business come into the area.
Oh yeah, economic development is always at the top of mind for a lot of people, whether it's in Millville or Vineland or the county in general.
Yeah.
So hopefully that brings in a lot of revenue so that we can pay for the social services that we need.
Sure, it creates jobs.
Yeah, create jobs and create a thriving community.
Jobs, well-being, helps people with mental health issues. You know what I mean? It's just fantastic. So, I think it's a great thing.
Okay, cool.
I really do. I mean, I don't know all of the different candidates coming up for school board and stuff like that.
You are far from the only one.
If you wanted to ask me about like national politics, I would I could go on for hours, but
yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. A lot of people say what happens locally affects you more directly.
It's true.
And so I just like to get the conversation going a little bit, and then hopefully we can get from conversations to actual action and solutions.
Totally agree. Yes.
We can't just talk about the problems forever. We should actually solve them.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, I think people are tired of just the talk.
Yep.
Okay.
They want action.
Yeah, they want action, and as much as like you said, I'm an independent, and I see all the downsides of Trump. And I see some pluses too, you know what I mean? And I think the one plus that I could say is that, there's action taking place, you know what I mean? And not lip service. Though I do think the Epstein files, there needs to be, more said about that, more investigation, because that's kids.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? And it's sad, but...
and my take is either way, just tell us what's going on so we can deal with it and move on.
Sunshine is the best disinfectant.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So I truly, I do believe that they need to investigate that hard. And what was said over there wasn't, you know, like you can't let them like, you know, just brush it under the rug.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what was done, and that's what we saw happen.
Right. More action, less talk.
Yeah, we want action on that, and then you know the same thing locally. Like you know, like I now on the good side, you know what I mean. I see like you know the fighting crime in D.C. and stuff like that, and it may seem authoritarian, but at some point in time, you know, somebody has to stand up and say enough's enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you know, discipline. It's just like disciplining a kid.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't let crime just run rampant.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And if you're not going to enforce the laws, then you know I don't know what to tell you. Look, Congress is broken. We get it. You know, but you have to enforce the laws, and the people have to speak.
Right.
Yeah, people have to speak.
Sure.
So,
well, you're speaking right now. We're all speaking right now, and. Sometimes candidates and other people are afraid to engage. So I really appreciate you taking the time.
Always.
Again, great job today.
Thank you.
And hopefully this type of work will get us talking and then get us acting. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Great.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Your name again?
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh,